Welcome to Vision ProNotes. I'm Marty, a faculty member at a Midwest University podcaster and an Apple product fan, and co-host of Vision Profiles, along with Eric Bolden, David Ginsberg, and Daniel Burkholder. We're doing these ProNotes to kind of fill in between shows, and we didn't have a show last night. I was traveling and just could not get stable to a place where we could do a show, and I regret that, but our shows are usually Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, streamed on YouTube at youtube.com/@Vision Profiles. And you can catch us at Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, or you can catch the video later on YouTube or the audio on any podcatcher service. So these ProNotes are little short audio or video clips to talk about what's happened since the previous show. And today was a big day because today we got a new version of visionOS 26 developer beta. And the developer beta that was released today, this is August 5th, was the beta 5. And with that came some release notes. Now, the release notes are pretty extensive, and frankly, it's got material in there that is from previous beta releases, and so it's kind of everything up to date that you would want to know if you were a developer. But because of that, there's a lot of redundancy in what people can find in it. And so what I've done is I've taken, and you'll have this link if you really want to get into this from a developer standpoint and want to read through it. It's kind of fun to read through. You'll have the link in the show notes. So either the video or on the audio show note, you'll see the link to this particular developer beta information site that Apple puts out. So lots of good stuff in there. It's pretty thick. And frankly, if you're a user and not a developer or know how to develop, then, there's a lot in there that you probably is not going to make sense to you. So what I've done is shred some of this down, and I'll put it to you in the show note. Basically, if you look at this version, and what I did was I compared it to the beta 4 version, which arrived in late July, about 2 weeks ago, maybe. Well, the visionOS 2.6 beta 5 was released, or 26 beta 5 developer version was released August 5th in 2026 today. And if you look at the beta 5, it pairs with the Xcode 26 beta 5 for developers, ensuring alignment between the SDK and runtime. It includes incremental UI and accessory fixes, building on the previous improvements or prior improvements that were in beta 4 version of it. So in both cases, these betas were basically stability and bug fixed focused, with no new user features that you're going to find in beta 4. I saw earlier today that Eric was playing around with doing a new persona, which is one of the changes that we see in this OS 26 that is going to come out. And so he might have found something, but I think it had to do with glasses and applying glasses and maybe different glass frames available. We'll know more about that next Monday when we have it on the show, and on August 11th when we do the show, I'll ask Eric about it, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. The general opinion is this is a great seed for the final QA testing ahead of a public domain release or a public release of OS 26. Some of the highlights that you're familiar with if you're running the domain, the developer version of the beta, and you're a tester or you're just a general casual user, I think Eric, myself, and also Daniel and Dave are all running the developer beta. There's really no new features, but it's kind of a joke, an inside joke. Expect it to be snappier and smoother. The irony is there's been a lot of reports that with each successive beta in 26, you do see sort of a smoother system across the board with it. You'll continue to access to core Vision OS 26 features that you've seen on other betas like spatial widgets, enhanced personas, the Jupyter immersion environment, and the 180 to 360 video playback support, and also PS VR2 and Logitech Muse accessory support. So these are all things that have been rolling out over the betas, and those haven't changed. You'll still find them available there. My guess is you'll see when you get to the final public release, you'll see all of this tied together better. The last time we checked on on beta 4, there was no Jupyter environment. So I have to run in and check this myself on beta 5 and see if they've added that environment. It will definitely come with the final public release. There's minor polish to interaction, especially with widget behavior and accessory pairing with things within the environment. Developers, you see an updated Xcode 26 beta 5, continued bug fixes and UI reinforcements. For user and testers, no new features, but a smoother experience overall with the existing visionOS 26 capabilities. So that's about it. That's what's new with the beta 5 of the developer version of visionOS 26. And, they're rolling these things out every 2 weeks. So we might see kind of the near final version of it that will then eventually be released to the public. I don't know. They talk about new versions or maybe a new Vision Pro that will have a faster M chip in it, not anything else necessarily changed in it. Maybe that's going to be paired with the release of Vision OS 26 to the general public and for general users. I just want to call attention to the Macstock conference. The videos should be showing up and becoming prepared. So if you didn't make it to the conference, you can go and check out or soon we'll be able to check out the videos of all the presentations that occurred during the conference. Again, go to macstockconferenceandexpo.com just to see what we're talking about, and then maybe eventually take a look at getting a digital or virtual pass, which will give you access to all of the recorded presentations that were done during Macstock. Thanks for tuning in. We'd love to hear from our listeners. If you have ideas or want to join in an episode, email us at the Pod Talk Network. That's all one word, the Pod Talk Network at gmail.com. You can learn more about Vision Profiles podcast at our website, thepodtalk.net. Spread the word to other visionaries. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.